Alright, welcome back everybody to our Dyson Sphere playthrough. This is episode 22, and before I get going, I'm noticing a little shortage on iron here, so that's going to be the first thing I work on. So I'm going to be working on that while I'm talking, but I got a pretty much a new audio setup. None of the hardware is new. The microphone is the same. The spider can move. But here's a number of things that I'm doing differently. So I decided to, or the goal was to try to come up with some way of producing these videos with less effort. I am not a pro at this. I don't even really know the quote-unquote correct way to do it. But I was spending a lot of time like just sitting there watching my computer like post process, I guess is the way to say it, or like
materials.
I would do audio separate from the system audio, and then I would combine them, and then they would have to compile a new video, and it would take a surprisingly long amount of time of just like letting my computer work, which I was not a fan of. So now what I'm doing is, it's really hard to talk and do this, actually harder than you would think. So I have a bunch of new things. First off, my microphone is propped up higher and it's closer to my mouth, so hopefully you can hear it better and there's less clicks and keyboard clicks. Also, I got a virtual mixing board, so I'm using Voice Meter Banana, and that is helping to control the game volume versus my voice. In fact, I need to have that open on the other screen just so I can check it. Okay. I did a lot of tests to make sure it was mixed correctly, so hopefully this sounds pretty good the way it is now. But let me know if you disagree. Also, the idea is I'm just going to record them and upload them. So this means there won't be fading in and out, there won't be speeding up any times. So it's just going to be more of like a raw feed, almost like a Twitch VOD, you know? But that'll just hopefully make it a lot faster for me to do, because I don't want to do this as my job. I want to just play, you know? And maybe I'll put out more per week in this situation, so... Anyway, I was messing around with concrete, like I wanted more concrete, and I realized that the bottleneck on the concrete is actually the iron. So, if this smelter is working constantly, then we're good, which it looks like it is. So essentially that means that this is going to be a full green belt, and this is a full yellow belt. It means, let me delete this, we don't need that. It means, what does this mean? 12 and 6, right? So 18. Is the green 12? Yeah. Oop. 12 and 6, 18 per second iron ore is being used. We were struggling to get 18, but I think after adding those, it should work now. Where else is iron coming from? Okay, well this guy is 0, so we can move that one. I'm not surprised that this is the case, because I got a lot of like resource depleted warnings in the past few episodes that I haven't been doing anything about. So yeah, expected. I guess we can do maybe one more here. But this is all kind of part of the game, and eventually we're gonna run out of iron completely on the entire planet and have to go elsewhere to get it. So that is also a possibility. How many blue belts do we have? We don't have blue belts automated, which, I mean, they probably need to be eventually. Alright. So hopefully the iron's good. Let me go back up to show you what I did with the stone and the concrete. So the stone is now, I don't know why this is backed up, we'll have to see, but I expanded that to be 6 per second. Oh, okay. And then the concrete, there's 2 concretes now. If these were sufficiently supplied with steel, they would be constantly working, and if they were constantly working, all of the stone would be used. So let's check the steel. I guess the steel could be faster, maybe? But the steel is using 6 per second iron, which is a 3-to-1 ratio, so it's actually 2 per second, which on its own is enough for concrete. The problem is it's also being used for thrusters. So, the question is, can we double steel? I think the answer is obviously yes, but it will involve making more iron. I think basically what this means is we're gonna have to... Okay, let me do it this way. We need to make a line of smelters down here. Is that the right place? Can I do 12? Okay, I need more of these guys. I might need to save room for... Wait a minute. I thought we were going to do the power poles in between. Didn't we say that? Like, I like this 2-4-4-2 setup.
Replication complete.
So why are we not repeating that? Ooh, there's this wiggle here, which might throw things off. Alright, well, let's get to building. You know, this is the game. Can I do this? Okay, good. Okay, so really what we're talking about here, let me think about this. Okay, I'm gonna keep that there, but this is gonna get deleted, and then this is gonna extend all the way to here. And then that'll extend that way. So we need 6 smelters. 1, 2, 3, 4. With a space in between. 5, 6. Move the power pole. Delete these power poles. Okay, so we added 6 per second to the iron processing, so this whole belt needs to be green. So we just said it was 18 per second, now it's actually 24 per second, so we'll need to watch to make sure that this is appropriately supplying it. The blues have 30 max, so 24 is fine for the blue. It's just a matter of do we have enough miners for it. I wonder, is ore in the logistics system yet? Is there a quick way to just see that? Maybe stats? I don't know. Detail? No. Okay, I don't want to look into that yet. But yeah, this should work. Okay, well this is not. This needs an outserter. But yeah, so the output is 6 per second here, so then we need to upgrade starting here to green. And then all this needs to be green, and then starting here it needs to be blue, actually. Where's the blue going? Ah. Okay. I see. And then we're going to use a green belt for steel. So this green belt... Oh, this is cool. We don't even need... Like, can this just be... We can just go straight down. Yeah, like this. Let's see if I can control C this. use now, and then that seems wrong. Why does this seem wrong? I'm not gonna do it. Oh yeah, and we gotta put some foundation here. Really, I want it everywhere. Okay. So the output line is gonna go this way. Yellow should be good enough because these are gonna be steel. So it's actually like 12 per second in on the iron, which is 4 per second out on the steel, which is enough to fit on a yellow belt. So now I'm just gonna fill out this pattern of like 2, 4, 4, 2. Okay. So now we should have 4 per second steel coming out, and I'm just going to reconnect it to where it was before. Alright. Let me dump some of this iron. Oh, okay. It all went into one. Great. Is that working? It seems like I did that too fast and I might have messed something up, but I mean, you know, if it's working, right? Yeah, okay. So this happens a lot in Factorio, where you have all these output build-ups, I guess you call them, like, right? Like there's 50 sitting in there, 75 in there. So it just takes a while for them to fully get outputted. Huh. Or you could just say that this is not a problem because we're using it all. So the one throughput question is, do we want to upgrade this green belt? And just depends. I do think that circuits are probably short. Yeah, I think we probably want to boost circuits a little bit. I just might want to do it with logistical towers. I mean, there's space here though. I could just do it here. Okay. Hardest part about this game is just making decisions, because every time I decide to do it one way, it's like I want to change it or try it again in a different way. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do today? We did a lot of this fix. We did last time this massive reformed refinement process, which produces light oil using hydrogen and coal. And one reason we're doing that is because we're getting so much hydrogen from the gas giant that we have excess. So if we have a lot of hydrogen from the gas giant, we don't necessarily need to mine or to refine as much raw ore, some oil, which is a depletable resource. Might as well use the infinite one, which is the gas giant. Also, some hydrogen is coming from fire ice processing, which should be over here. Yeah, but the fire ice processing is backed up because of graphene, which is actually normal, and that's kind of working as intended because I'm kind of viewing fire ice as a graphene pre-step. So if fire ice is backed up, it's okay. Now the one problem about that, I haven't thought about this yet, but the harvesters are getting both. So technically there is a scenario where the what do you call it? The actual orbital harvesters themselves might stop harvesting because it can't get rid of the fire ice. So we could deal with this with a prioritized burn. Like, let's take a look at graphene, right? You can burn it. 96 kilojoules. Fuel chamber generation, -70. I think that is only relevant for the mecha. Yeah. So we could burn this for 96 kilojoules. We could also burn the fire ice for 4.8 megajoules. Wait, which is bigger? Oh, megajoules is way bigger, right? Okay, wait a minute. Let me land. What is the recipe? 2 to 2. So yeah, why would we not burn it? Maybe we just want it... What would it burn in? I guess this. Which we have a bunch of them already. Alright, let's just do that. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do this right next to... Okay, let me just start with 4. 8 seems ridiculous. And we'll just do a splitter. And if the fire ice is not needed for graphene production, then it'll go burn itself. So we gotta prioritize here, which is the graphene production. Does that actually work? I've never known how the game prioritizes these burners. Or maybe I'm realizing it just now, that the way it does it is it just always burns. Does it say how fast? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that. If we really wanted to be efficient, we could calculate how fast this is burning and compare that to the harvesting rate. But I'm just going to leave it like that to remind us that we have that as an option. Alright, we are upgrading. We're upgrading energy ray. Wait, what is the... This is the, what do you call it? Ray receiver efficiency, I think. Reduces dissipation in solar ray transmission, higher transmission efficiency, and solar cell life. Solar cell life basically is a power upgrade. Because if we go here, we have our beautiful Dyson sphere. Why does it say 100% sufficient? 100% sufficiency means that we are using all of the power generated? Is that true? I suppose it is. Okay. Alright, let's think. What is next? I really should have planned this out more, I guess. Let's look at technology. No, I mean technology. Okay. Anything we've researched recently that we haven't incorporated? This is probably key. Oh wait, I know what I wanted to do. Let's do circuits. Really all this stuff. Like, I want to do a whole turbine, super magnet plant replacement, and circuits. So really, let's go to the map actually. So we've been working on the military factory, which is over here. And we have this line of towers. I want to do something similar, but for turbines and all that kind of stuff. So do we want to just move? Maybe just move over here. It seems really far away, but we need a lot of, even here, inside, because we're probably going to delete that military boundary. So we could do it here, or even here, moving out that way. Let's do that. And we can do it, we can use it for a lot of stuff. We can use it for circuits, electric motors, electric motors, turbines, super magnets. Okay, that's the plan. Alright, we need a bunch of these. Let me go get more of the particle containers. I deleted a few of the, well, almost all the wind turbines and some of the solar panels. I'm viewing those as sort of outdated technology because I want to rely more on solar sails and fusion reactors. Last time I checked, the fusion reactors are fine. We could actually do a lot more. I mean, check this out. Even the... Oh.
Replication complete.
Wait a minute. What is going on here? Oh, right. Okay. Solar... This doesn't need to be a thing anymore. I think I was just emptying the tower. There we go. But look, like, we have 4 of these, which is... They're sufficiently supplied, but they're not being used fast enough, so... Let's actually do this right now. So this is our little pattern, right? I think what I want to do is add a 4th orbit. So if we look at these 3, they're all 5 kilometers radius at different angles, right? 45 and negative 45 or whatever. I want to do a 4th. Ideally, I would do the same radius of 5,000. And then, how do we do this? Let's see. Maybe 90 here. Yeah, and then 90 here. That's what I'm thinking. But if it's the same... Wouldn't it collide if it's the same radius? But I guess these are already colliding. So I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, cool. So that's orbit number 4. If we have 2 on each right now, then let's add 2 more of these launchers, and they'll be on orbit number 4. We don't have any, so we have to build them. Just 2. Easy enough. And we'll build them here and move stuff out of the way if we need to. Okay, how does it work? How close can you be? I bet it's this guy. It's blocking it. Yeah. Cool. Gotta bypass that, and then gonna loop this around just like it was. And then make sure they're being inserted. And make sure they're set on orbit number 4. Very cool. Okay. I mean, we could probably do like 4 of each orbit or something if we really wanted to. But we'll keep an eye on it. Alright, let's go to our new area. We have 3 towers, that should be enough. Was I headed in the right direction? Yeah, we're gonna do it over here. Right here by the coal miner. Okay, sorry, one more thing. I'm gonna dump these before I forget. Can I hand put them in? No? Can I do this? I wish there was an easier way to do that. Alright, fine, I guess I'll do this, which seems kind of silly. Alright. Why can't I jump this in? Okay, there it goes. I swear, I could just spend hours just like tinkering around without actually doing anything. Okay. Continuing the logistical tower revolution. Is this too close? There's a good time. Okay, let's see how many we can do with just 2. First thing is going to be circuits, which requires steel. Not steel. Requires iron and copper. Oh, you know what else? We don't have those orbital towers yet, which would very much be nice to have. This is a little bit in the way. I don't know if we'll need the space or not, but I kind of want to move that in case we do. It's also going to make circuits, which needs to be supplied at 4,800. Okay, so currently, what, we have like 2 circuits, 2 factories making circuits, which is pretty measly. So I guess I'll do 4 and go from there. Alright, let's pave a little bit. Already almost out of concrete again.
Complete.
Okay, 4... I just gotta delete that first one just to save some more room here. So, what is the ratios? Yeah, so this is actually kind of tricky. Maybe I should do 3, right? Because 3 is 6 per second. I mean, it's a good place to start, right? Or we could do 6, which is kind of ambitious, but... No, I want to do 3. So we can do 6 output like that. And then just the 2, let's change that to copper. Yeah, so that'll be copper, and then I want this to be iron. Okay. Input, input. Output. Oh. Oh my gosh. Isn't there a button to pick up? You just do that. Okay. And then power. Okay. Now, assuming the production of circuits is good and sufficient for everything we need it for, that means, theoretically, we can get rid of this. Which I know is kind of scary. Especially, I'll start here. We'll figure this out in a second, because obviously blue science is going to stop pretty much immediately. Clear that out. Clear this entire belt out. I mean, so one thing we could do is request it from here and just belt it over. Might be the best thing. Whoops. Clear. Demand? Ugh, it's just so, it's so spaghetti-ish. But I think what I'm talking about is this. Okay, that's pretty nuts, right? Yeah. That'll have to do for now. Okay,
Flight mode.
so we're making 6 per second, and we are demanding 6 per second. Does this all work with the sorters? I don't think it does. Because these would need to do 2 a second, and this would need to do 1 a second. So I think all of these need to be green. Yeah. There we go. Now it's correctly making 6 per second. Alright, now for the rest of this, I'm going to focus on super magnets, or at least work backwards from super magnets. Because those are the things, like the tier 3 basically. So I think it'll be like 2 facilities, super magnets, 4 facilities, turbines, 8 facilities, electric motors, which is essentially double what we have over here. So to do that, let's oh, what? I came over here to get concrete, actually. You know, the other thing is, I'd really like to move the distribution boxes close to where the actual production is. So, for example, what we just did with circuits, I want to move this, essentially, is what I'm saying. So, remember. Also, I gotta remember to stay close to the microphone. I just adjusted closer, so if the audio gets worse as the episode goes along, I apologize. I'm working on it. And the more I practice, the better I'll be. Okay, so 4 stacks limit, and put the bots in there. I think that's it. Yeah, then they're delivering it to me. Awesome. Or no, they're taking it from me. Look at that. Great job, guys. Alright, so we got more concrete to make a foundation. And to start things off, let's align it here. 2. That's it. Just 2. Just 2. Seems easy enough, right? Ooh. Oh man, I kind of want to do 3 because the ratio would be 1 a second. Should we try it? I think we should. So we're tripling our previous capacity. This makes 1 per second. Alright, so output... I want output to be here. The turbine input I want to be here. This might look a little strange, but I think the way it'll have to work is I think, well, let me go ahead and make it's hard because I don't know how many towers I'm really going to need. Like, if these things demand magnets and graphite, I think I'd rather do the graphite here, demand. And then the graphite can come out and over. It'll be the second row, because the first row I want to be the magnets. Also, let's make sure to put drones in here. Okay, so magnets are not supplied in the logistics network yet. We'll have to remember that. And the rate of these things is 1 a second. I mean, per facility. So facility-wise, a yellow should be fine, I think, everywhere. Because 1 every 3 seconds, yeah, that's plenty good. So what I'm thinking for the other ones is...
Replication
I'm thinking a lot of things. One thing I'm thinking is, should we shift all this up? One thing I wish we could do is Control X, which we cannot do in this game. But like... let's just see what else needs to be in here. Like if we have graphite and magnets, couldn't we do both electromagnet and supermagnet as supply here? And then have like this kind of thing? Okay. Yeah. See where I'm going with this? And then we prioritize this, and this is the output of turbines. So let's see, turbines, two of them would make 1 a second, but we need 2 a second, so we need 4 of them. There's only 2 inputs, so that makes it easier. I think I want to do this kind of thing. Okay. Where am I going with this? Right. Now the question is, do we use this 4th slot here? Let's
Mineral depleted.
plan on it. Let me do the electric motors. If I'm gonna need a lot. So they take iron, electromagnets, if this is electromagnets, I think I mean, we're gonna need at least 1 more tower, right? But I think the 1 tower more is all we need.
Replication complete.
Because this has, oops, I don't know why it copied. I hate when it does that. What don't we have yet? Gears, electromagnets, I think that's it. The iron can be belted around the backside, so this is the kind of backside stuff that I was talking about. Where you kind of sneak it over. Just so we don't have to involve more bots, you know. We might even want to make electromagnets in this area as well. Okay, I'm getting a little lost in the steps now. So let me build out the electromagnets and that'll help me think about it. It's 2 to 1 here as well, right? So we need we're doing 2 per second. Yeah. 1 per second supermagnet, 2 per second turbine, 4 per second electromagnet, which is 8. Yeah. Okay, good. This is kind of what I expected. Oh, we're gonna have to get more concrete.
Flight mode.
It looks okay, actually. Trying not to be a over-perfectionist. Where's the, I want to check on the circuits. Oh, yeah. See all these bots going back and forth? I mean, that's a lot of bots. Is that constant? This is why, like, these upgrades, like the logistic drones capacity and stuff, are so important. +2? Wait. Oh, logistics bot. Yeah, 10. +10 on the drones. Okay, good. Yeah, that stuff's all really good. Whoa, research speed. Interesting. Anything else? I guess EM effect. We're like getting close to like being done with everything almost. Being done with everything in our technology, I mean. Okay, yeah, there's quite a bit more. Yeah, all these require purple. So we're gonna need to do purple pretty soon. Ah, see this? It's not actually efficient because this is getting backed up. I think the issue is it's creating 2 per second, but then this inserter is only 1.5 per second. So if we upgrade that inserter, there we go. Now it's efficient. Or it's just making more.
Mineral
Efficient is the wrong word, but it's making more per second now. Bottleneck solved. Okay, see, I just backed up again from the mic. Oh, right. And I think we'll probably want to do, like, boxes on the end of all these, too. Okay, so where were we? That's 7, right? So we need one more. And these are... Ah, 3 inputs. Interesting. Yeah, so the iron plate is the big one, so that'll need to be next to it. But I want to loft it, so loft here, down here. Okay. If this is going to be 4 per second, doesn't that mean the iron is 8 per second? Yeah, it does. Dang. Alright. That's pretty extreme. Basically, that means we need to do a green belt. Okay. Could even downgrade the last 4. But I'm not going to. And each facility is 1 a second, so yellow inserter is fine. For the iron plate input. Electromagnets. They're going to be used here and here. You know, for these turbines, I actually want the output to be 1 space shifted. So can I do it upward? Hopefully. Yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because it's 1 per second out. But the inputs are 2. So I want these, like, electric turbines and electromagnets to be on the input. Okay, let's slow down and make sure we're covering all our bases. Like, what? Okay. Let me finish the super magnets. So these go in, and that goes out, and that's essentially done. And then this goes in, and that restricts to 4. So what we need to go do is we need to go put magnets in a tower.
Flight mode.
And we need to delete the old logistics hub for super magnets. Just the logistics hub. I'm not going to delete the production yet.
Flight mode.
Which is interesting because we don't actually have a distributor on top of super magnets, and it's not in our logistics system. Maybe it needs to be. But what doesn't need to be, you know? Like, I don't know if plastic really needs to be. Or graphene or plastic. Okay. Bots? We need to make 10 bots? Is that true? Yeah. Oh, super magnets. I mean, regular magnets. Super magnets and regular magnets. Look, this is the magnet production. And they're really getting gobbled up.
Replication complete.
What are these being used for? Oh, they actually are used for super magnets. Of course, duh. This is going to be nice because this long belt we have here can be deleted at the end of this. Which means we can just use it. Where can the magnets go? I'm trying to decide where the magnet should go. It could go in here. Which would be nice because it's so close. But then we gotta think, okay, well, how are the electromagnets gonna be made? I'm tempted to, like, delete this. Seems kind of silly, but check this out. We'll need to build power poles to make this possible, but
Insufficient
oh my gosh, I don't have power poles. So basically, I'm just gonna do it like this. Tier 2 belt.
Replication complete.
Demanding coal. Wow, look at the copper. I mean, yeah, we might need to boost copper. Although some of that could be the new towers that we built. Okay, so now splitter here. And then just boom, like that. Prioritize the electromagnets. Is this gonna do anything? They're not all being used for that, are they? What is this doing? Wow. That's actually kind of intense. That's 12. If all those work, it's 12 per second. So yeah, we kind of do need more magnet smelting. What? No way. But surely these will get backed up, right? I don't know. I don't even know. Let me check where. Let me just follow this line down. Okay, blue science. Yes. Of course. Electric motors. God, I'm realizing this is like upgrading one thing is like upgrading the entire factory. Okay, so they're going in here. So, is that because I requested them in the new tower? Let's go check. Or have I yet? I haven't even done that yet. Oh wait, I have. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. I think this means we should be fine. Okay. Distributor. Is it distributor or distributor? Distributor. 100%. Iron gears are not in the supply. Magnets are not yet, but they will be. Okay. Electromagnets are going to go into both. Okay, so that's easy. I want electromagnets to be flush here. Oh, wait. Probably better to be here. And then also, I think I'm going to do it as like 2 lines like this. So where should it go here? Probably flush next to it would be best. So we could bring it out like that. I'm using yellow belts for now, but we might end up needing to upgrade them in a second. Okay. Okay. Yes, so the output line should be here. Yeah. And it's 1 every 2 seconds, so I think this yellow sorter should be sufficient. Now this is going to be a similar kind of thing here, where you do a splitter. Hopefully we have room for this. We might want to use the narrow splitter. Let's see how this works. Gotcha. Doesn't this need to be sorted? Filtered, I mean. Yeah, there we go. So, off the top... You know, I kind of like the bottom doing this. I'd rather the bottom go down, keep it down. Right? And then the top goes into the tower. Yeah. Cool. And we'll prioritize the bottom, because that goes to make the turbines. And then we need this, which, now this one I think I will make green. Okay. I want to see this turn on. I'm kind of excited to see it turn on, but we're just not quite there. So in this case, yeah, the gears has to be below it. The gears have to be here. Problem is, this is probably going to make me have to upgrade like everything else, like the gear production, the electromagnet production, the smelting. Wait, whoa, 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 that's not right. Get that out of there. This needs to be... Does that work? Should. You know, that needs to be like... Oh, do we don't have the fast, super fast sorter? We have the technology. Okay. So, we are missing gears. That's the main thing. What else are we missing? I think gears and magnets. So let's go check on magnets. Okay, here they are. They're still They're still doing the same thing. Are there really none coming through here? Because, like, I'll see this move every once in a while. See that? I guess that doesn't matter. The main problem is that this is being fully used.
Flight mode.
And I think the answer is because it's filling up the tower. So we really just have to wait for this to go up, which is almost done. Now gears. What are gears doing? There's literally 2. How is that enough? 2 per second? How is that enough to support this? No, it's exactly enough. But it'll need to be 4. It should be 4 a second. I wonder... I'd rather it be 6, though. Could be one of those things I had down here. Yeah, we could even put it in here. Because here's where the iron is being made. Which, I mean, this is still not... We still don't have enough iron ore. It's crazy. Okay, let's just spend some time getting more iron ore, I guess. You really gotta keep hold of all these multiple threads going on in our task list. Let me go to the map and show ore. And let's just look at a bunch of iron. I think it's time. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. You see this? This is the main input of iron ore right here. Well, this. So what we can do is build a tower. Debating using this tower. But no, I think I want to do a new tower that just delivers iron ore. We'll need concrete also.
Replication complete.
Let's see, where would it go? There we go. Well, first let's just see if there's any in the system. No, there's not. Okay, that's fine. But if there is, we want it to come out here
Mineral depleted.
and join this like that. Now I could use a merger, a sorter, no, a splitter, but I don't think I need to because I'll just go ahead and use one. Makes it a little more clear what's going on. Technically you could just merge it from the side like that, and that should be setting up, that's another way to set up the priority, but the priority is I want to use the stuff from the miners first. Alright. Now, let's just go make a bunch of iron ore miners that go into a bunch of different spots. Oh my gosh, plastic. Not you, plastic. Not you. Not too worried about that, though, because that stuff, the explosive units, are not something that... what am I trying to do? There we go. They don't need to be permanent.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, good. Logistics bot. Upgrade. Or logistics transport upgrade. It upgrades all 3 kinds, which is really good. This iron line here is going to go into this tower, so do a supply of iron here. We'll upgrade the belts as needed. I'm not sure we need blue, but I think I'm going to use blue. And go here, then go up, and then go over, and then go down. Cool, there's one. What else? What other iron can we add?
Replication complete.
I mean, we're gonna take over the world, basically, right? Yeah, this is a good one. Those are already taken. Let's get this guy. This would be a new tower.
Flight mode.
Can we make a new tower? We're probably out of... Yeah, we can. Okay, good. It's really nice in the late game because you get a miner that automatically has logistics built into it.
Replication complete.
So, I mean, I remember last time I played this, I got to the point where I could, like, quickly just basically mine out an entire planet. It was kind of cool getting to that point, which we hopefully will get to that point. But, I mean, what? We're on episode 22? That could be, like, we're talking episode 40, something like that. So, be patient. I know this is unnecessary, but I like putting it all on one belt so I can see it. See the rate at which it goes. Okay, iron ore supply 4,800. Oh, are we out of stuff? I think we're out of drones. Okay, let's make sure this thing is powered. I think drones will still come and get it, but
Flight mode.
I want to put drones in there for good measure. I haven't been fueling my chamber in a long time. Did I build any other towers? Oh, I built one for the demand of iron ore. That has drones, though. Okay, how's everything else doing? Oh, check this guy out. I guess I like that. Why does it look weird? It doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to look, but I guess it looks fine. So, should we do another iron, or do we feel sufficiently supplied? I mean, there may not be much more, honestly. Wow, do we have every iron ore? Oh, here's one. I think we should do that one just so we can say we have all of them. And this will also require another tower. I kind of like the 3 miners format.
Replication complete.
I'm surprised we only have 5 ray receivers. They're doing a lot of work for us. We might want to add more array receivers now that we have more solar sails. Like if we go here... Yeah, so the amount of the pie that's not filled up with orange is what we could be requesting from the Dyson sphere that we're not requesting. Okay. Bots. I'm saying bots, but I mean drones is what I mean. Okay. And now let's do belt speed. I like doing this so it kind of has this accelerated look. Very cool. Alright, well, let's go look at the iron ore smelting facility. So, here we go. You got a lot coming in here, and then you got more coming in here. So it's, yeah, it's good. And we have this full belt here. Just keep in mind, that's 30 per second max. So if we wanted to add 6 more per second iron, we could. Right now it's at 24 per second. What did we want to do here again? I think it was the gears, right?
Upgrade complete.
Like if we do a gear, what is it? I think it's 1 per second per facility, just a 1-to-1. Yeah, very basic. So yeah, maybe just 6 per second of those. So how does the iron plate work? We got 12 per second, and then it goes 24 per second, and it all is produced here. 12 of it goes to steel. It's a lot. And then 12 goes elsewhere. What we could do is have like 18 of it go down here. Don't think we'd need to prioritize it. If this is going to be 18, then we need it to be blue, and then a yellow can make it... Oh, this is an opportunity also to do this type. Because then we could just keep it as a bridge. That would look cool. Nice. Oh, yeah, I like that. And then, because then we keep it up and then go down like this. And we'll do 6 facilities making... Delete that one. 6 making gears. Six seems like a lot, but I think we're going to need it. Oh wait, that's more than we need. 6. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do another tower, or another power pole.
Replication complete.
And I guess, I think I just want it to go into a tower. Do we have an available tower? Yes, this guy. Oops, not that. Supply, and 450, 480 I mean. Okay. Boom. Couple things with this setup. Let me follow where the gears are being used, because if the only thing they're used for is electric motors, then we just don't need them at all over here. But I suspect they're used for at least one other thing. Okay, here they are. They go to electric motors, then they go to belts. Aha. They're not really making it to the belts anyway, right now. Okay, I'm gonna delete them. Ooh. Yikes. Ugh. It's okay because the electric motors are about to be deleted also. Let's go put the distributor up over here. One. Okay. Uh-huh.
Flight mode.
So what's the problem? Belts won't have gears right now. That's the problem. I could also see an argument of like me just deleting all this belt stuff. At least for now, and just making them, hand making them. It's just not a bad idea. Okay, I know this seems crazy. There's so much deleting going on. This is gear or steel. Huh. Guess we can leave that. Turbines. They're probably gonna get deleted in a second. But, yes, okay, and then this can stop here. That's gears. Those will be deleted soon. This should hopefully still be working. Okay, everything else looked normal. Turbines. This isn't working because motors aren't working. Motors aren't working because gears are shut off. I guess it's time to delete everything.
Flight mode.
Okay, it's just one of those things where you have to kind of break everything and then see how it goes. Look at the magnets. Strangely enough, we are not getting... Oh. I see. The split off for magnets is happening up here. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So, let me think about iron ore real quick. 24 per second iron used completely for iron plate. How many second per iron are used for magnets? $12. And what's 12 plus 24? Right. Oh, okay. Okay, this is going to be cool. Okay, so check this out. This is the first time that we're going to go over... Oh, I thought we got a compiler. Okay, wait. I could have sworn we have a compiler thingy. Is that... Yeah, here it is. Okay.
Insufficient materials.
It's the first time we're going to be needing this. So here's what I want to do. I want to make a stream of iron that can support 36 per second iron ore. That's going to come from miners and this tower. So let's combine. The miners can combine here. In fact, oh wait, there's this guy, so maybe here. Oh my gosh, we don't have concrete. Okay, you know what?
Flight mode.
We need to delete these and add concrete to our logistics system. Provide me with 1,000. Please. I know it's kind of annoying because they have to take so many trips to do it. I just
Mineral
use it
depleted.
so much more. Also want to do super magnets. Alright. Concrete. Merger. And this will be the miners. Okay. They combine with... Wait, is that going down? Oh my gosh. How is this working? Okay, so miners combine with the tower, prioritizing the miners, and the output is here. I think we can just do 2 outputs. No. How does this work? The miners, I'm gonna assume it's never gonna be more than 30, so that's just a blue belt. Now the tower could be more than 30 potentially. So I want to do it like this, where you got 2 belts out, you compile them. Is this how it works? It's just a lot of logistics involved with this process. I think that works, unless I built it backwards. I don't really... Okay, if I zoom in enough, yeah, you can see. See, these over here on the left is 1 stack of iron. These over here are 2 stacks of iron. So with these combined, you get 2 stacks of iron. Which essentially means at the most, it could be 30 per second. No, wait. At the most, it could be 60 per second iron. I think we still need to do a compiler here, though. Is that true?
Insufficient materials.
I think. So which direction? It goes up the ramp is how you stack it. And they do require power. Okay. Okay, so now we got this really thick stream of like iron.
Upgrade complete.
Is it that simple? And then we just split it again? If we split it again, why not just split it originally? Right? Like, I'm a little lost. Okay, I'm getting there. Hold on. So this is all kind of obsolete. But this is the magnets. So but they're still just a green. Yeah, I don't know. I don't quite like this, but I think it works for our purposes. It's weird. So we're like assuming that the mining is never going to be more than 30 per second. But even if it is exactly 30 per second, it's doing the piler, which enables the tower supply of iron to fill in the amount that it's lacking. The amount less than the 6 per second that it's lacking, because we need 36 per second total. Okay. Cool. That is interesting. I'm not sure what I did, but I think it's working. Here we're prioritizing the miners. We're not prioritizing magnets versus plates. Both are useful. Gears are going in here. Gears are plenty used. Plates are also used. We should probably upgrade those. Is there any reason why this shouldn't be blue? I don't think so. I think it should be blue. This line is going to increasingly become obsolete. Alright, let's go check on the our new facility over here. I mean, I guess it probably should be close to working by now. I'm sure we screwed up something, so let's see. These guys are not working yet. Why are these not working? Because we don't have electromagnets being input. Wait, why is this not working? Oh, it is working. But we didn't set up a slot for these. And how many per second is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 per second. Which means it's 8 per second blue. Sorry, 8 per second iron plate. What? Yeah, that's right, 8, because there's 8 facilities. These should be 2 per second. So that's yellow everywhere, that's fine. We do need inputs, though, on the electromagnets. How many electromagnets are needed here, overall? 4 per second. I think 8 per second total. Does that sound right? Yeah, I think it's 4 per second for the motors, 4 per second for the turbines. Is this prioritized? No, but I think I want it to be. Or do I? I guess I don't. Because sometimes you want it. You know, it's hard to know which is more important, right? Let me go delete the old distributor boxes for motors and turbines, and we'll move them over here. I think I'm ready to delete the whole thing, too. I mean, they're not working anyway, right? Now, getting turbines and motors to where they need to go is another problem. Like, they're clearly being used here. So that's kind of an issue. That will, oh wait, that's electromagnets, never mind. It's actually fine. Maybe they're fine. I think everywhere they're used, they're shipped in. Okay, we can delete that. I guess we might as well delete this. There's hardly anything in there. This huge line of graphite can be deleted. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. I can just stop there. Alright. We're almost full on inventory, it's funny. Just redoing it all. this huge line of magnets can be deleted. So let's start that process. I want to get rid of the turbines also. Oh! Need more power poles. This is 12 per second, right? So that should be enough. Wait, let me follow this, because one, I want to make sure it's going into a belt. Two, I think it's the green belt doesn't last forever. Yeah, like it's switching to yellow, and that's a problem. It needs to be green all the way into the tower. Cool. Okay, this is a lot. But we're almost done. I'm gonna end pretty soon. By the way, I'm trying to do an hour and a half. You may have noticed. It's gonna be kind of my new pattern, if I can remember. Okay, can I dump anything else? I feel like I have too many things on hand. Super magnet. Graphite? Graphene? I should do 480 on the demands as well. That way I can dump stuff in there. Look at the iron is still, like, struggling. I mean, that's crazy. It's cool. I like this. I like that we're getting into the just logistical tower era. Notice that this is an hour and a half, and we just kind of chipped away at upgrades the whole time. Now this is assuming, taking it for granted, that the research supply is still good, although now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the titanium might be slightly lacking. This guy's not always working. Organic crystal is not always working because of plastic. Plastic is always working. But, didn't we solve I thought we solved this. I guess we never did. It has to do with the inserter, right? You could also do it by splitting here. So look at what the plastic does. It goes through here and then it snakes all the way over there, right? So instead of snaking it, if we did a splitter here, like this. What? Why is that not working? Really? Okay. Ugh. Come on, titanium, you can do it. Yeah, like we prioritize this, and then the top becomes this snake. How does that work? I think like that. Oh yeah, look at us go. Okay, boom, plastic going into the tower. What's weird is I don't even know what is requesting plastic. Something must be. Maybe the military base? So, okay, so to finish this line of thought, what you do is, now that we have a splitter, you cap it here, so that all of the plastic will dead end here, and then this guy should always have enough. I mean, the only reason it doesn't always have enough now is because it's leaking through because the sorter can't insert fast enough. See, like these two, 1, 2, because it stopped, it can get both of them right away. So you should see this, yeah, see it's automatically starting right after it finishes. Also means we can delete all this long, snaky belt, so it's kind of a shorter belt also. So maybe that helps the titanium crystals. Seems like we still have good titanium supply from our Metallo 4 remote planet. That's good. Power seems to be good. I'm not really looking into why. But, yeah, seems to be. Alright, everything's good, and that's good.
Flight mode.
Whoa. What is going on here? I think that's a good problem to have. It's just... Or is it? Yeah, I think that's a good problem to have. We're just not...
Mineral depleted.
Wait a minute. Are we... Okay, let's see something real quick. So, like... Assuming this is all used, which is, what did we say, 18 per second. That only leaves 6 per second for other things. I mean, it's... Oh, jeez, that's crazy. I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't think we're smelting enough iron. Oh. Because, like, just over here, it's using... 6
depleted.
plus 8, right? It's using 12 just here. Or it wants to use 12. I think all this stuff doesn't really matter. I think it'll kind of work itself out. I think we're setting up the infrastructure in a good way. And when we need to boost, we'll be able to boost. Like, this could become 6, 3 could become 6, 3 here could become a 6. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. And a lot of this stuff takes a while to kind of work itself out because of the logistics towers. So that's probably fine. I'm going to go look at the military production base real quick because I haven't been over there in a while. I might, after shutting off the recording, kind of work on my inventory management a little bit. Where's the magnets? Okay. Military base. Let's see what it's like. Seems like this is working as intended. Fire ice burning off. Okay, military. Isn't, don't missiles use plastic? No, I guess they don't. I don't know what uses plastic. Solar sails?
Mineral depleted.
Like, plastic is going in here, and it's being used for something, isn't it? It's gonna drive me crazy. Alright, so interstellar... Ah, look at that. It's actually low on the hydrogen. So right now you see no hydrogen coming out of this belt. Let's follow this. So when it goes here, it, yeah, it runs out at this point, so then it's using a lot from X-ray cracking. Now that's odd. This goes back to the old issue of like, should we be X-ray cracking and doing reformed? I don't know. I still don't know. It seems kind of strange. I need to think about that. Maybe write some notes on pen and paper. Looks like these guys could upgrade. Alright, cool. Well, yeah, we got a lot done. Hopefully the audio's good. I keep leaning back, which I should try to prevent, but a lot of throughput upgrades today. Not a lot of technology progress, but hopefully still interesting to watch and to see how I think through things as far as the numbers of everything required. So more from where that came from next time. Thank you for watching.